Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Tag Team Podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Tartaglione, joined with my brother, Johnny Tartaglione. And 9 months after the egregious Luka Doncic trade, Nico Harrison is looking at Indeed. He's fired.
You're fired.
The Dallas Mavericks today fired general manager Nico Harrison. Now, if you guys don't know, or if you've been living under a rock, this GM traded probably top 3 player in the NBA.
A generational talent.
A generational talent for Anthony Davis.
It was the most, and a first-round pick.
And a first-round pick.
Which turned into Cooper Flagg.
Yeah.
But it was, when we first saw the trade, it was the most what the fuck moment in trades, and all of trade history. It has to be one of the most what the fuck just happened trades. Far none the most. And he almost got saved because the Dallas Mavericks got as lucky as you could possibly be in the NBA lottery this past season, landing the number 1 overall pick because they fell back in the standings, because they traded Luka, and then they got picks in the draft. So in hindsight, on paper, it almost looked like a fair trade because Dallas got Anthony Davis and Cooper Flagg for Luka Doncic. And many think, Cooper Flagg also probably going to be a generational talent. But when the Mavericks started the season at 3-8, they look like an abysmal roster with nowhere to go. It's time for him to go. It's time for him to get fired.
See, so Dumont, who, if you guys didn't know this, Mark Cuban did sell his majority shares of the Mavericks. So Dumont is now the governor of the Mavericks, so he's the one making the calls here. They were facing a decision to sign Luka Doncic to a 5-year, $346 million max extension.
And
at the end of the day...
And they were afraid of it because Luka was fat.
It's
crazy. It's nonsense.
At the end of the day, they made the decision. Dumont approved it and came out today and said, I realize now that we've made the wrong decision. And what I don't understand...
No shit, dude.
Well, here's what I want to say. What I don't get from an NBA standpoint is people who aren't super deadheads in the NBA, like people who are just casual fans, can look at it and say it's a stupid trade. Like, anybody who knows anything about basketball, like even if you know who the Dallas Mavericks are and you know who Luka Doncic, you would say it's a stupid trade.
I mean, he led the team to an NBA Finals run 2 seasons ago.
But
literally the season before last, he led the team to an NBA Finals.
Let's take this even wider scale, though. Let's look at this not even from a playing perspective. Let's look at it from a business perspective, because at the end of the day, the NBA is a business. He was left with a $346 million decision. How much in jersey sales, in season ticket sales, in the scope of the franchise, in the amount of revenue that the Mavericks were generating were based off of Luka Doncic's back.
Not to mention Luka's an international player. He's pulling in all of the fans from that country alone. Now they're not getting any of those fans. Those fans are all going to go jump on the Lakers bandwagon because that's where Luka is. I think his country is Slovenia, maybe. I don't know.
But when you look at
it, that's another one of the
what I'm saying is
when
you look at it from a business standpoint, yes, it's $346 million. Yes, I know you're new to management and you don't really want to make these over $250 million decisions. But at the end of the day, the returns from Luka Doncic are going to be more than $1 billion. They're going to be. For what the value of the franchise is, for what they've done. I mean, look at it. You made the great perspective. At the end of the day, when it comes down to a team's value, unless you're the Dallas Cowboys, the way you play and how far you advance makes a difference especially for these mid-market teams, how much your franchise is worth.
Yeah.
How much revenue you generate. And Luka Doncic took you to the NBA Finals. He gave you that success, especially for a team like Dallas.
Well, what's crazy to think about is that everyone thought Nico was saved by the bell, basically because of that 1.8% chance, like I mentioned, them winning the lottery and them winning one of the most prized possessional picks. Really, I don't want to say in a long time because we just had Victor Wembanyama get drafted 2 seasons ago. But really, since LeBron, this is probably one of the most highly sought-after talents coming into the league in Cooper Flagg. So everyone thought, Nico's job was saved. And then everyone thought it was a conspiracy theory that Adam Silver wanted to get Luka to the Lakers. So they make the trade happen, and then Nico gets the number 1 pick. But after this absolutely abysmal start, nobody wants to look like they play for the team. Did you see the picture of Anthony Davis? Anthony Davis they look like they eat well in Dallas.
They eat well in
Dallas. And I don't know what else to say. This team is not really competing right now. Like I said, 3-8. And that's got to be the first guy to point the finger at the end of the day.
I got to say this. Charles Barkley always says the fat women are in San Antonio. Well, all the fat men are in Dallas, a little more north. And so that's just, shout out Charles Barkley for that. But
I think the most important thing off of this, and I had mentioned this a couple weeks ago, and I did see this on Twitter a couple times. Centel is officially Woj.
Oh, officially Woj.
Officially. I don't know if we have any reports on this,
DMs.
but Centel reported this, Nico being fired like 4 to 5 days ago.
For you guys who don't know what NBA Centel is,
I think we explained this already, by the way, but go ahead and explain it
it's
again.
it's essentially a fake page. I mean, it just tweets out random news at one. Like it'll sometimes tweet out like LeBron tore his ACL or something like I don't know, any random
just stupid
news.
Memes,
like Paul George goes to the Wizards, like just stupid shit like that. But
it's like
recently,
it's almost like so and so is out due to playing Call of Duty too late last night.
Yeah,
like stupid shit like that. It's hilarious.
So, but for some reason, this season they've been hitting.
No, every so often they throw out an accurate trade that's like Russell Westbrook to the Kings.
Yeah,
like he reported Russell Westbrook to the Kings, and then 2 days later, where's Russell Westbrook on the most random team in the NBA in blah blah. So I think that's the most important story out of this. But yeah, I mean, I think he deserved to be fired after making the worst trade in NBA history. And today is finally the day he sees the consequences.
He also did it with Tom Thibodeau.
Tom Thibodeau fired, right?
Fired. Tom Thibodeau
I forgot about that.
Fired
I should remember that. Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know if Woj is in Centel's DMs, giving him tweets up there. He's a general manager.
Something's going on.
Something's going on.
Something's happening.
So, I mean,
Centel's got some insider info.
Shams is sweating
insider trading.
Shams is sweating a little bit.
Yeah, there's insider trading going on.
So here's what I thought from this, which was
Centel hates Shams. At the end of the day.
At the end of the day,
he does, right?
Yeah, but I want to say something that was uncanny. So I don't know if you guys saw the post from last night, but Dumont was sitting courtside with what appeared to be a former Mavericks fan sitting courtside with a Luka Doncic Lakers jersey on, number 77. And they were talking for a good while. There was a lot of pictures of this on social media. You can go look it up on whatever social media app you use. But they were talking. And then after their conversation yesterday, just a generic fan, who knows, maybe it was a lifelong Mavericks fan, maybe a lifelong season ticket holder, who kind of explained to Dumont what the process was from a fan perspective. The next day, Nico Harrison gets fired. I mean, I think it's uncanny because at the end of the day, if somebody's telling you that, why they're falling off as a fan base, even if it's just one person, it can make, if you're close to that decision, it could push you over the edge. So, I mean, we need the professional lip readers out there to tell us what was said during that conversation. But
you know what also doesn't help? The fact that Luke has played 7 games this season and he's averaging 37 points a game.
Oh, no, yeah. 100%. Well, he's also, 30, and also dropped, 30 pounds, 40 pounds?
I mean.
Looking skinny Luka?
The Lakers are looking awfully scary. Here's another question, too. Do we feel bad for Mavericks fans?
No, because they're also Cowboy fans.
Well, I don't want to correlate those two because everyone hates the Cowboys, but you don't just hate the Dallas Mavericks either. No. Like, the Dallas Mavericks are kind of one of those teams where it's like, oh, they're in the finals. I'll root for them. Because they had Dirk for the longest time, and everybody liked Dirk. He stayed on the same team his whole career. But for them to get gut-wrenched, but then for them to get Cooper Flagg with the number 1 pick, it's like, do we really feel bad for that organization? Or is it kind of like whatever happens, happens? Because they've kind of been put through the ringer the past couple seasons. They go from making the finals to missing the playoffs to last year. I think they made the play-in maybe. I don't really remember what happened and then lost in the play-in. And then this year they're starting off 3-8. It's just a wild roller coaster ride.
I mean, here's the thing too. We haven't really seen generational talent be traded like this in our lifetimes.
Well, that's what I just said. Well, KD's been traded a couple times.
Yeah, KD. But what I'm saying is that when it comes down to it, Dallas is a mid-market team. They are. I mean, you look at the NFL, obviously it's a different story. Dallas is a huge team. But in the NBA, Dallas is a mid-level team. So I feel like those teams don't really get a lot of hate in the NBA.
Yeah.
I feel like that's always been the case. I feel like all the teams that are hated in the NBA are all big market.
Yeah.
Like, nobody hates the Oklahoma. I mean, people probably hate the Thunder now, but nobody hates the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just the market that they're in. So when you see somebody like this get traded, I don't think people are going to feel bad, but I think it makes people hate the Lakers more than it makes people upset with the Mavericks, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird situation. I actually just saw a thing pop up on my computer. Brian Windhorst said that the Mavs fired Nico Harrison to save their brand, quote unquote.
They had to.
Yeah, so I guess saving face. But the NBA is off to a pretty good start. We had a wild slate of games last night. The Desmond Bain game winner.
Or 3-game winners.
The Heat winning in overtime against the Cavs, and there was one more.
Wemby's pull-up 3 from the top of the key.
Yeah. And then
the Cavs buzzer beater was nuts.
The Cavs buzzer beater.
0.4 seconds left.
Yep, Desmond Bain, and then there was the Mavericks game was crazy. Fresh off the Mavericks game, Cooper Flagg got the go-ahead and one, and then he slipped and he threw it away and slipped to turn it over to lose the game. So that's the Mavericks season in a nutshell. But goodbye, Nico Harrison. But yeah.
Also, the Pistons are really good.
Pistons are having a hot start to the season. They're currently the number 1 seed in the East. But we're 11 games in, 12 games in. We don't know where these teams are going to be. We don't want to talk too much NBA because it's such a long season. Not really anything major going on. We had the NBA Cup start, which, listen, it's the NBA Cup, cool courts. What? Did you see the Timberwolves court the other night?
Ugly. It hurt my eyes. It was reflecting off of the players' faces.
That shit was crazy. That shit was an abomination.
It was actually gross.
It was an abomination.
Like, I don't get how these people, they're paid, what, 100, they're probably paid, I mean, I don't know who all designs this thing, but the people who approve it are making probably $1 million a year. Right. And they looked at that court and they said, yeah, that's good. We'll put that on TV. It's puke green. It's literally, it looks like if I
don't think that's puke green. Puke green is like a yellow.
I mean, it depends on what you're drinking or eating.
Yeah, but that was like
I've had puke of all colors.
That was like a Danny Phantom green.
It was bad. It was.
Peyton can throw a picture up of the court for us in the middle of the podcast.
All I'm saying is that was about as ugly as it gets.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny is that everybody's hyped because the NBA Finals logo is returning to center court.
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
But then they go and fucking put this shit out?
Well, we knew that the courts were going to be.
But what I'm saying is, how do you make the people happy about the courts and then put that onslaught on fucking TV?
I'm not disagreeing with you one bit.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Knicks revealed new jerseys today and a new court, which was fire.
Yeah, they got they're almost bringing back the throwbacks with the city editions.
Yeah.
I'm excited. We're going to the Knicks game in December, so I'm pumped about that. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a great time. They're playing Philly. Philly also looking good to start the year. So
should be good.
Like I said, don't want to talk too much NBA, but that's just the storyline with Nico. So we got a GM firing. We also have a coach firing in the NFL.
Daboll is out.
Brian Daboll.
Brian Baldhead Daboll.
This directly correlates to us. So how do we feel? We haven't even really talked about this. We saw he was fired yesterday, and I think he kind of deserved the firing. No?
He did.
I mean, especially with the way the last 3 seasons has gone. We loved him the first year he came in. He was 7-2. I think we finished that season 9-7-1, so we kind of get to a finish. Won a playoff game against Minnesota. Daniel Jones almost looked like he revived his career in New York. And then every season since then, we have been 2-7.
2-8 now.
2-8, yeah, but I'm saying some years we got to win. But 2-7, 2-8, 3-8, doesn't matter. If you have 3 to 4 consecutive years of that bullshit, it's probably time to go. Right?
Here's the thing. Daboll finished with the 20-40-1 record. That's horrible.
20-40-1.
It one tie.
In a season where
tied. I was at the game when he tied.
And in there he had a 9-win season. So a quarter of his wins came in one season.
And what I'm saying is, too, you can't lose double the amount of games that you win and expect to keep your job.
I think the only thing helping him save his job this year was that relationship he had with Jackson Dart. Him and Jackson Dart obviously had a different chemistry. Everyone's saying that Daboll was gay for Dart. I mean, that was an obvious meme. He loved him, treated him like his child. Yeah, went in the blue tent for him, got fined. But it's like, at the end of the day, just because you have a good relationship with your quarterback doesn't mean you can stick around for the rest of the team. We saw defensive collapses. We see wide receivers getting frustrated in the room because they're not making the plays that they need to play or making the plays that they need to make. The defense was just especially frustrated. We've seen the clips of Brian Burns walking back in the locker room after the game. We've seen the clips of the corners. The team was just not performing up to the standard. And after the amount of games they have blown this year, which have been fucking abysmal, I think that's it. I think it's sayonara, buddy. We'll see you later.
You can't be up 10 points on the road 4 times in a season and lose all 4 and expect to keep your job. You just can't. I mean, look at it.
Payne, I'm going to need you to put up the graphic of the 4 games they've won this year because the Giants are 2-8. There are 4 games this season where they had a 90% or higher chance to win the game according to
in the sports books, they were minus 250 or longer.
Win probability.
They were minus 250 or longer. Every single one of those.
Up 3 against Dallas with 14 seconds left. Inexcusable loss. They were up 14-3 against the Saints in the second quarter. Did not score for the rest of the game. 5 turnovers in that game. They were up 26-8 with 5 minutes left against Denver. Somehow blew that game, giving up 33 points to the Denver Broncos in the fourth quarter. And then they were up 10 points on the Bears with less than 4 minutes remaining. So when you proceed to lose all 4 of those games, you could very easily be 6-4 and in the playoff mix in the NFC. And here we are.
It's disgusting.
Fired, season done, Jackson Dart concussed, Cam Scattaboo done for the year, Malik Neighbors done for the year. The defense is going to quit. And here we are. We find ourselves again before Thanksgiving, well before Thanksgiving, looking at Tankathon, looking at mock drafts, not even caring about what our team does on Sunday.
No, it sucks. We're officially in off-season mode.
We're in. Let's look forward to April. And I said this a couple weeks ago. Is it really a bad thing if we lose these games? Because in April, we're going to be thankful for it. Why win 6 to 7 games? Why win 8 games and miss the playoffs? What's the point?
I think you got to give Dart his confidence that he can win in this league.
Dart has all the confidence in the world. We see him.
But you can't kaput it. You can't kaput it.
I'm not kaputting anything.
His trusted leader, who he obviously had a good relationship, is now going out the door.
So you don't agree with the Daboll firing?
No, I agree with it. You got to get fired. You can't blow these leads and not lose your job. It's just you have to find somebody who's going.
Bowen should be fired too. The defensive.
Everybody should be fired. Joe Sheen should be fired.
I don't think Kafka should be fired. This is not on Mike Kafka, the offensive coordinator. Look at how Jackson Dart's playing. Look at our offense. Look at what our offense is putting up with the team that we have. You can't even name the Giants' number 3 wide receiver. I mean, we can as fans. We got Wan'Dale Robinson, Darius Slayton, Theo Johnson,
Lil Jordan Humphrey,
Tyrone Tracy. Who's he throwing the ball to? Half these guys wouldn't even make NFL rosters if they were a playoff team. I don't think it's on Kafka. Kafka's been a good offensive coordinator. Jackson Dart has proven he is a starting quarterback in this league. I don't want to say he's an all-time guy. I don't want to say he's a franchise guy because we see what happened in year 2. We've seen it with C.J. Stroud. We've seen kind of Jane Daniels' struggles this year.
That's
so I don't want to jump. I don't want to jump to any conclusions after a couple games that he's played really well in. But this is not on Kafka's. That's as the offensive coordinator, and I think that's why he's the interim head coach.
Yeah, and I think he's going to do well. I think we're going to. Here's the thing.
He very well could be hired as the head coach.
I think we're going to win a few games down the stretch that we shouldn't win. We're going to. And it's going to suck because we're going to be looking back at it and be like, damn, we played the, we shouldn't have lost that game card. Now we're going to be playing the, we shouldn't have won that one. Which is shitty as fans. It's really shitty as fans. But what do you expect from us? What do you expect from us as Giants?
This is what I said, and this is what I said 3 podcasts ago about, hey, when we get to April in the draft, hey, remember that game where we fucking beat I'm not going to say the Eagles. I'm very happy we beat the Eagles. Remember that game where we beat the Chargers in week 3 or week 4? Why did we do that? Why did we beat the Chargers? Because now we're picking 7th instead of 3rd.
But, and here's what's so important about this draft. There's a lot of good quarterbacks in this upcoming draft. And we don't have to get into too much draft talk, but this is just from an outside perspective. If we end up sitting with the 2nd or the 3rd pick, that trade value is going to be insane for us.
This is trade back city territory.
Trade back city territory. There is a bunch of teams fucking waiting like a fat kid at fucking school lunch for his 2nd chicken patty.
Yeah.
He wants that thing. He's salivating at the mouth for a quarterback. That chicken patty's a quarterback for these NFL franchises.
You have to make sure that we have to somehow lose more than the Titans. We just have to. Because the Titans have a quarterback, right? So Titans are not picking first. The Titans are not taking a quarterback. They have Cam Ward. We have to get above them. Because if we get above them, every team's going to be chomping at the bit.
The Browns, too. Browns, too. Gabriel and Shedeur.
Yeah.
It's the Jets. It's really the Jets.
Let's just take the Jets have a bunch of picks. Let's just make a trade with the Jets. Friendly, crosstown. Let's keep the picks in MetLife, baby. Go ahead and give us those picks.
Give them that.
We'll take all the picks.
Give them that injury on that nasty ass turf.
No, what?
I'm saying that's what's going to happen.
To who?
Everybody. Everybody and their fucking mother's gotten torn. The fucking 49ers playing.
We weren't even talking about injuries.
I'm just saying, you play in MetLife. You said keep it in MetLife.
No, I said, I'm saying keep the picks within MetLife. Jets, give us the picks. You win games you're not supposed to win. Go ahead and beat the Pats Thursday. Have fun. Win all the games, Jets. Win 5-6. Just win more than us. That's all I'm going to say.
That's all you got to do.
You know what sucks is that we're sitting here recording on Tuesday night, and we want our teams to lose.
And
right?
we're in week 11.
And it's sad. It's very much the absolute utmost loser talk coming out of my mouth right now. But then when it gets to Sunday and you see them blow that game to the Bears, you still get aggravated. You still get pissed off. You're like, God, what the fuck, man? Like, what happened? I mean, Jackson Dart goes out of the game, you're done. We see Russell Wilson trot out of the field. We could be up 33 to -5, and we're still going to lose.
Every time.
The team, we could, if you gave us win-loss record by our spread, like let's say the Giants were 9.5-point dogs and Russell Wilson starting, if we lose the game by less than 9, we win, we'd still lose. Because he can't, minus the Dallas game, Russell Wilson is just an abomination at quarterback. He is. It's him and Justin Fields, bottom of the barrel.
Justin Fields at the half was 2 for 3 with 1 yard passing.
Didn't Justin Fields have like 50-something yards passing this game? And he had the big screen pass?
Yeah.
We're not going to talk. I don't want to shit on the Jets.
They won.
We had a lot of Jets talk last week. We did. A lot of Jets talk. But listen, this is we're a bunch of sorry-ass losers hoping our teams lose because we look forward. We look more forward towards winning in the draft than winning in the regular season, which sucks. But this team, this ownership, this front office has set that standard, and it's really sad. We play in April with the draft. That's what we do.
Yep.
That's what we're known for. I said this to Anthony in the work truck today. We have made the playoffs twice since 2012. And I get it. There's teams out there like the Jets. There's teams out there like the Browns who have been shitting the bed for decades upon decades. But this is the New York Football Giants. We used to be the standard. We used to be the team that other franchises looked up to. We used to be the big spenders. We had good head coaches. We had foundational structure. And where did that go? It just went out the window. And I don't know where it went. I don't know what went wrong. I mean, it's really sad.
I think Mara got his 2 rings and said, I'm done. I don't care anymore.
It's just really sad to see. It really is. It's awful.
All right, so let's look bigger picture now. What's next for the Giants? I want Lane Kiffin, personally. I want him.
I don't know what's next. I don't say how often does a college coach to a head coach work out?
Pete Carroll?
Okay. That's one guy. That's one guy.
Jim Harbaugh?
Jim Harbaugh was in the NFL first. Well, he was. He was Stanford, and then he went. You're right. He was Stanford. Okay.
I'm naming you Super Bowl winning head coaches here. What do you expect?
I don't know. Lane Kiffin, I guess. Coach Dart, that's the connection, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a direct connection.
And he's doing a hell of a job this year in Ole Miss. Look how good Ole Miss is going this year. You're telling me if Lane Kiffin gets the opportunity to come coach for the Giants, he's not going to say no? He's not. And here's what's bullshit. They got odds out right now on FanDuel. Mike McCarthy's plus 700.
I can't see fat-ass Mike McCarthy.
If we got Mike McCarthy on the sidelines next year, I'm going to be fucking pissed. Yeah. If we see fat fuck Mike McCarthy as our head coach.
I could not see Mike McCarthy as the Giants head coach.
We had Jason Garrett. We're known to scoop up the Dallas Cowboys leftovers. Yeah. It's setting in.
You want to know what's sad is that Mike McCarthy actually led Dallas to very good records every season. But there's a ceiling with him. He's not winning a playoff game. He's not. If he makes the playoffs, he's choking in the playoffs. We know how it goes. So why hire him? Why hire a guy with a ceiling of a maybe one playoff win? I don't understand that. There's no point.
So, here's a question I have to ask you. We keep Kafka. Obviously, a good offensive-minded headset. You know who I like for our head coach?
Who?
Steve Spagnuolo.
No.
Give us a defensive-minded head coach.
No. How did Spagnuolo do as a head coach before? How did he do?
Shit.
He was fucking fired. Quick. He has his honey hole in Kansas City. has his honey hole. He has his thing as a defensive coordinator. He tried to be a head coach after he left the Giants as the defensive coordinator. And what happened?
Shit the bed.
Shit the bed. Why do you want to go after a guy? Why are we going after people?
Because he's been in Andy Reid's system for years now.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter. These guys, you see highly sought after coordinators get these coaching jobs. What happened with Josh McDaniels? Oh, he was under Belichick forever. The Patriots were always the best offense in the league. And it's like, yeah, he's the coach of the Raiders. What happens? Shits the bed. So shits his sheets dry.
So what would you rather do? Go the former player route like Antonio Pierce?
What if I give you a name? That is, you know this name, and I saw this as well. I also saw this I believe I saw this on Twitter from some account. Don't remember where. John Gruden.
I like it.
What do we think? He loves dart.
I mean, he's got to get the racism back in the closet.
He's a dart fan. Listen, we don't have to bring out old skeletons. All right?
He's got skeletons.
I don't care about
why he's working at
whatever.
Barstool.
He didn't commit murder. There was no murder committed.
There was some emails sent.
There was emails sent. Listen, politics aside, he likes dart.
And his one clap.
He's a football guy. Listen, you're telling me he's the only racist in the NFL out of all those coaches?
Probably not.
I mean, come on.
Probably not.
I'm not condoning anything of those emails he sent. Listen, it was all accusational. Bad leaks. That's all I'm going to say.
Bad leaks. It's what he said. He said what he said.
I don't
Bad
know.
leaks.
I just saw it and I was intrigued.
Bad leaks is crazy.
Might be talking myself into the wall. Listen, I don't want that to be associated with our organization. I just want what is best for our football team. I want to look forward to November football. I want to look forward to December football. I want to be playing a meaningful game I want it to be getting past Thanksgiving and be playing a meaningful game.
Cliff Kingsbury.
You know what happened? Last Thanksgiving, we were watching Drew Lock. And the only reason I was rooting for Drew Lock because I had his over on passing yards. I didn't even give a shit about the Giants winning the game because I knew we were in the shitter. And hell, I'm glad we lost the game because we ended up with Abdul Carter. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I want a guy who's going to get in there, who's going to set the standard. Look at what Vrabel did with the Patriots.
That's why I said you want to go the former player route, like Antonio Pierce.
And you want Antonio Pierce as our coach?
He did all right with the Raiders.
Are you serious? He did all right with the Raiders? Oh my God! You might as well hire the racists. That's awful. And this guy did not watch ball.
With the cards he was dealt, who was his quarterback?
With the cards he was dealt, look at the cards.
Aiden O'Connell?
The Giants is gonna. What do you think the cards are gonna dealt? We have Wan'Dale Robinson as our number one.
We're gonna draft a wide receiver.
Neighbors is coming
back. We're gonna sign, hopefully not a Kenny Galladay in the offseason. We'll be all right.
Either way, we're gonna be 2-7 next year. It doesn't matter.
If we're 2-7 this time next year,
do you think they're gonna give any thought to Belichick? Do you think Belichick is going to come across Mara's mind?
Are they going to pay fucking UNC $10 million and have to deal with Jordan Hudson in the booth?
I think if Belichick comes back to the NFL, I think Jordan Hudson's gone.
She ain't going nowhere, bro.
No, she's gone.
She ain't going nowhere.
No, Bill's messing around. Bill is 75 in bed with a 25-year-old because he's coaching college football. He don't give a fuck about Chapel Hill. He don't give a shit about that job. He's taking the money. It's a nice little severance package. Hey, come be a name for us. But look at what he's done. They're shit in the bed. They're one of the worst teams in the ACC.
They've gotten back to 4
You're telling me if the New York Football Giants offer Bill Belichick a job, he's prioritizing Jordan Hudson? No shot in hell. No shot in hell. I'm sorry. It's just not happening.
So you think Bill Belichick?
No, I'm not saying Bill Belichick. I was asking you if that would cross the mind of the Giants owners.
Robert Saleh.
That's another good name, defensive guy. But what did he do with the Jets? You can't bring him in.
But it is the Jets.
Saleh's out. You can't bring him back in.
He knows the facilities.
No, I don't give a shit if you know any facilities whatsoever. We need a football guy who's going to change the culture, going to set the standard, is going to be a leader in the locker room, on the practice field, in the games, and that's what the Giants need. That was way too long of a tangent on the New York Football Giants. But we're Giants fans, and here we are again. We're going to be on our fourth coach in 8 years? 9 years? That's atrocious.
All right, do we want to do Ultimate Trio and kind of talk about these next week's matchups?
Yeah, do we really? I mean, any highlights from this past week? The Bills losing to the Dolphins was absolutely.
Oh, we got to give Peyton the spotlight. Peyton, your comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's.
Dude,
yeah, you say a few words.
How about that?
Davis Mills?
Davis Mills.
Bloody Mills.
Moneybag
bro.
Mills.
Your accountant just dropped some points on your head, bro. Rushing for that touchdown. Dude, ended up beating the Jaguars late. What, 26 points was it in the fourth quarter?
Are
we serious?
This is another Giants
Who
game.
is that man? He's balding, I'm pretty sure. What is happening? I don't know. I actually watched the first, I would say, first half and a little bit into the third before I was able to finish the game. So I was like, oh, we're cooked. Right? Not that I gave up, but I was busy.
Oh, you gave up.
And I was kind of like...
You 1,000% gave up.
No, I actually had plans. I had stuff going on. I was peeping the phone trying to watch the game, but it was out of reach in my opinion as well. I mean, we have Davis Mills. What are we expecting? And yeah, we ended up winning. I ended up getting a text from, my dad. He's like, "We just won that ball game." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "You playing around with me right now?" And then I ended up looking at the box score, and I'm like, "There's no way." So how about that little fun present right there to beat the Jaguars? And now we're one game out of.
You're in the playoff. You're back in the playoff hunt.
With Davis Mills?
You're back in the playoffs.
What's happening?
I don't. Listen, that's the most Jaguars loss ever.
Crazy.
All right, so I do want to say this.
Yep.
Last night, for the first time all season, I was watching the Monday night game, and I saw a beautiful thing. A playoff picture graphic.
Wow. In the hunt? We got
In the hunt. It was only the NFC because it was showing it was Bills-Packers. But in the hunt graphic.
Cool.
We got our first in the hunt graphic of the year. And I got to say this.
Dallas in the hunt is hilarious.
Dallas at 3-5 in the hunt.
You're out.
Vikings at 4-5 in the hunt. Panthers at 5-5 in the hunt. And the Niners at 6-4 in the hunt.
That last playoff spot is going to be between the Bears. Dare I say the Packers now? I mean, shit.
I put myself on a 1-month ban on talking shit.
Jordan Love stinks. There you go.
Thank you. I can't say
go.
it, but
You cannot lose those games back to back like you did. You score 7 points. How many did they score against Panthers? 10?
10.
No, 13. Sorry. Right? They scored 13, right?
Something
That
like
final
that.
16.
Yeah, 13.
Under 20 against the Panthers at home, and then 7 points on Monday Night Football in the spotlight. That is atrocious. The Packers offense is booty cheeks, and Packers fans should be worried. There was abysmal losses this week. Bills, abysmal losses for playoff teams this week. I'm not saying the Packers should have definitely won the game against the Eagles, but you can't score 7 points.
Their offense
on prime
sucked.
time. Packers looked abysmal.
I don't have an opinion on him.
Bills and Bills fans should be worried losing to the Dolphins. They have not looked good in a month or two. Jaguars blowing that game to the Texans, worse than the Giants against the Broncos. So that loss was good for us. The Texans coming back, great sign for us, right?
Well,
That monkey's off our back.
I think Texans are still in the hunt.
Texans are definitely in the hunt. And then the last game was the Steelers. The Steelers looked atrocious. So 4 playoff teams looking like absolute dog shit. And the Panthers against the Saints. 5 teams that are fighting for playoff spots in a tough competitive year to make the playoffs, laying absolute eggs in Week 10. In games that they absolutely should have been more competitive.
That nest is full of eggs.
Oh, yeah. Those 5 teams, you should be ashamed of yourselves by how you performed this weekend.
Yeah,
That's
you're
all
in
I'm
oh shit
saying.
territory.
It's oh shit
I'm putting
territory.
you in
You're
oh
right.
shit territory.
You
Panic
just-
button. You got to be worried.
I think the Jaguars, I think they should be eliminated from the playoffs right now. Oh, what they've done the past couple weeks has been absolute dog shit.
They're still above 500.
I don't care if you're above 500. You had your win against the Chiefs. That was great. But since then, they've done nothing. But it's really interesting that we're getting to Week 10. These teams should be fully forming into their potential, and then they all lay a bunch of eggs like that. The Bills especially. And the Patriots beating the Bucs this week. The Patriots are really turning out to be a true contender this year, which is also bullshit. It really is.
You're not wrong.
It's actual horseshit that they just turn around and they have a franchise quarterback and they're at the top of the AFC. It really is. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Abysmal.
Them and the Colts. Who would have thought? We're going into week 11, and the top of the AFC is the Pats and the Colts.
It's 2007 all over again.
It's absolutely wild. Yeah,
Peyton Manning, Tom Brady.
Yeah, instead of
Drake
Peyton
May,
and Daniel Jones.
Bloody mouth. That was pretty sick. It was pretty badass. The bloody mouth, Daniel Jones overtime win.
One other question I want to propose real
Jonathan
quick.
Taylor was so good.
Yeah, 3 touchdown games this year. You're just going crazy. You're winning your fantasy leagues this year because you could have gotten both these players outside of rounds. You could have gotten these players in both round 3 and round 4. If you got your first 2 round picks and then you sniped Jonathan Taylor and JSN in the next 2 rounds, you're winning your leagues this year.
Yeah.
And then you could have gotten Tyler Warren as a late tight end. I mean, your team is just, you're probably undefeated or pretty close to undefeated.
Probably.
So, are the Seahawks real contenders too?
We're going to find out this week.
I mean, they're putting an ass whooping on everybody they play.
We're going to find out this week. Game of the year right now. I'm calling it right now. This is game of the year so far.
So far.
So
Game
far.
of the year.
Game of the year so far. We got Rams. Seahawks. Game of the year so far.
So we have game of the year, and then we have, what, dog shit game of the year probably with Commanders Dolphins?
Yeah, but that's in Berlin, so it's fine.
No, it's in Spain.
Spain?
Yeah, it's in Madrid.
Oof.
We have a Madrid game.
I was going to say it's the worst thing we've done to Germany since 1945, but
Yeah, that doesn't really play if they're in Spain.
doesn't play if they're in Spain. We haven't done
So we have,
bad.
quote unquote, from Tony Tagg's game of the year, and then I think we have the worst game of the year.
Shitter of the
in the
year.
same week. Shitter of the year, game of the year. Yeah, I think that plays. So
All right.
interesting week 10 as we, we're getting into Thanksgiving. We're getting into, crunch time for these teams.
Before we make our ultimate trio picks, Peyton, you went back and checked the tape, right? That I did take Jonathan Taylor at one point this season?
Yes.
Yep, you 100% did.
Because that fucked me. That fucked me good. Because
You
I would have
picked
went
him
3 for 3.
I mean,
I would have went 3 for 3 this
rules
week.
are the rules, brother.
I know the
Yeah,
rules
that's
are
on
rules.
you.
Rules are the rules.
That's not
Rules
that's
are
not my
rules.
problem. That sounds like a you problem.
Rules are the rules. But I screwed up. Hand up. I got a forgetful memory.
Peyton, can we get a standings update?
For sure. So, Anthony, you got 2 points last week, and Johnny and I both shot donuts. So,
Huge
Anthony
week for
just
me.
got 2 on us.
I got
Yeah,
super
it's,
screwed by the
Ant-
Giants game.
Sheesh, it's 21 to 16 to 15. I have 15.
Ant's pulling away.
Yeah.
Ant is pulling away.
It's getting there. I believe we're about halfway. I'm not sure. I mean,
Including playoffs?
We're
Yeah.
doing playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're about halfway.
About.
Obviously, in playoffs, we're going to have less games, so it's going to be a little trickier. But yeah, plenty of time, but also not plenty of time. So someone's going to be running, and it's looking like it's going to be me or Johnny right now. So we will see. But yeah, Johnny, you had Giants Bears for the over. That didn't hit. I had Saints Panthers for the Bears because I thought might go to the game. That was a horrible.
That was
pick.
horrible.
Holy moly.
That was bad.
And then all of our 2-pointers were just straight poo. So
Straight dog shit.
we had a tough week across the board, but yeah, I mean,
I hope nobody
We're
bet
ready
based off
going
our
to-
picks last week.
So, here's the thing. We could talk about this off the pod, too. But I do want to give you guys, if I end up taking such a big lead,
Oh, come on, don't. You're up 5 points, and there's a possibility of 3 points every
I just
week
want to
game.
propose it, and the people can let us know what they think.
Well,
you guys have the
2-pointers and 3-pointers.
I'll give you
never
guys.
know.
I'll give you guys the option to parlay 2 spreads to get 2 points.
No.
All
I
right,
don't want
fine.
that bullshit. We're sticking to the rules. You're up 5. You're acting like you're up 15.
I'm just saying.
No, we'll
All
watch. You doom yourself. All right, so
I did
what's
not
the
do
order?
myself.
What's the
I was
order of
trying
the
to
picks
just
this week?
introduce something that we could do. but
Peyton,
that's
give
fine.
us the order of the picks this week.
I have spread.
So, Anthony, we're going to go back into our normal order because we kind of jumbled a couple weeks ago. So, it's going to be Anthony for spread, Johnny for over-under, and I'll take anytime touchdown. And then we'll go Johnny second after Anthony, and I'll be after Johnny. And we'll kind of keep this order, try to keep the same order.
So I'm always after Peyton.
At the beginning of the year.
It's the best way to remember.
Yep. So, that leads us to Anthony. You have first pick on spread.
This
So
is my mega
you wanna
whale
get right
lock
into
of the week. It's my mega whale lock. I'm going to lay probably a couple units on it. Jets plus 13 and a half Thursday night against the Patriots. I think the Jets have a shot to win this game outright. Because here's the thing. The Patriots are looking at their schedule right now, short week, and they're like, oh my God, we just beat the Bucks. They're going to overlook this game. They're overlooking it. Short week. They're taking it easy.
The Thursday night
Patriot
football
players
games.
right now are playing Xbox.
Yeah.
They're not prepping for the Jets.
The Thursday night football games are
The preparation for this game is limited. This is not Bill Belichick's Patriots anymore.
Yeah.
And yes, the Patriots have had an incredible season.
That's Mike Vrabel's Patriots now.
But what I'm saying is Patriots have had an incredible season. They're due for a duck.
Okay.
They're due for a duck.
All right.
They haven't had one since week 1 against the Raiders.
We'll see.
So Jets plus 13.5. My mega whale lock.
All right. My pick is good.
I mean, you picked the Jets last week and it hit, right?
Yep.
So, going for them again.
Sticking with my guns.
Yeah, Johnny, you're up.
All right. Give me the Chiefs minus 3.5 against the Broncos. Chiefs got to have the game. I
like
still
that
think Bo Nix is fraudulent until the fourth quarter, and I think the Chiefs are going to put it on the Broncos. It's a must-win for them to get back in the division, and in must-win games, the Chiefs know how to turn it on. The simple explanation. That's it.
Okay. So you got Chiefs minus 3.5, just to clarify?
Yes.
Okay. And then I'm going to go with Chargers minus 2.5 over Jacksonville.
Okay. Yeah, Jacksonville might have their face buried in the dirt by then. Or I guess now.
Especially with Travis Hunter out for the year, I wonder how that's going to affect the team. Because, I mean, it's both sides of the ball, and, like, they know he's out, so they might be making a little bit of movement.
And it's the Jaguars.
We'll see, but
at the end of the day, it's
the
Jacksonville.
Jaguars, yeah.
All right.
They just lost to Davis Mills, bro. It's
After being up 19.
you know.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so.
All right,
All right, so, John, you got over-under first pick, yeah.
Back to the well. I'm going back to Dallas. Give me Dallas. Give me the Dallas Raiders over 50.5. This game is Monday night, so I like a Monday night over 50.5.
Okay. And then I think that's me next.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go over 43.5 for the Chargers Jacksonville game. I'm gonna double up.
Yeah, double up.
So
all eyes in on
putting
that
my-
game. All
putting my
Peyton's going to be
chips,
on
yeah.
TV watching that game vividly. All right.
Yep. And I have a lot of Chargers players in my fantasy team, so that game's gonna be on the TV.
My pick this week, I'm not confident in for the total, but something's got to give. The Lions' offense exploded last week, and the Eagles' offense took a shit. I think the Eagles are due for a bounce-back game.
Okay.
And I think the Lions are going to keep where they're at. I'm going over 46.5. Sunday Night Football, Eagles, Lions.
It's going to be a great game.
Great
I'm
game.
excited for that
We
game.
need points. We've had too many shitter primetime games recently.
Well,
Okay.
that's not true.
I'm picking overs again.
There's been a couple good ones.
Last night's game, I'm talking about for offense.
The
Thursday night was 10-7. Last night was 10-7.
Yeah, and then we had the blowout with the Seahawks and the Commanders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been snooze fest.
Well, we had
Prime time has been snooze fest this
We had
past
the
week.
Bengals.
This past week.
Oh,
I'm
this
saying.
past week.
I'm saying this past week.
You're right.
Past week was a snooze fest.
Okay. Touchdown scores. Peyton, what you got?
All right, so I'm going to the Texans, but I want to ask you guys because check on odds, and I tried to check, I didn't see anything.
It's on a
Double
Tuesday,
check
so it's
really quick.
tough. It's tough for a
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Tuesday's tough
we're
on the odds.
early. So Woody Marks is kind of like floats a little on that plus 300 line. He's probably plus like 150, I would guess.
Yeah, he's
But
definitely not stronger than plus 300.
I don't know.
Yeah. So Woody
it's kind of
Marks-
a tricky one. Yeah.
Nah, I mean, if that's your
So-
pick, we'll just have to update it on Sunday when we
Yeah.
get the live odds.
So that's
We'll check the live odds when they come out.
If he was, that's the difference. Why if he was a plus 2, I would 100% pick him. If he's not, and if we don't want to call it right now, then I might just go Nico Collins and just stick with the safe pick. So if you can't find anything, I'll just stay with Nico Collins.
I got
and we'll
nothing.
call it that.
All right, Nico Collins
Okay.
is the pick.
I'll go Nico Collins. That'll be my pick.
All right. Ant?
It's tough. It's real tough. I'm gonna go Peyton. I don't want to botch this again. Have I taken A Chain yet this year?
I'm
me
taking
check.
a chain, and that I wanted it again because the Commanders.
Check up for me, because if that's the case, I'm gonna go A Chain.
You have not.
All right, I'm going Devon A
You have
Chain
not.
against the Commanders.
Yeah, that's a good pick. That's who I wanted, and then I know I picked A Chain this year because he scored. So, all right, my pick. I'm going to wrap it up. Thursday night football. Travion Henderson.
Love it.
Get it. Just go ahead and bet that. He had his breakout game.
Looking at the scoreboard.
He
Looking
had
like
his
a pro.
breakout
He's a
game.
rookie.
He
He's
was
looking
on my
like a pro.
bench. Thank you. 32 fantasy points, just sitting right there for the taking.
Brutal.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Some other notable matchups. We're going to really see with the Bucks or the Bills. This is a bend or break game. Both teams are coming off a loss. This is really going to set the narrative for the rest of the season for both of them.
Yeah, Bucks Bills, great game.
It's a great game. Bills are 5.5 point favorites, but this game, in my opinion, should be like 2.5, 3.5.
A lot of great matchups this week.
I think it's just because the Bills are home. But yeah, this is a great slate Sunday. We got Rams, Seahawks,
Chiefs, Broncos,
big
huge
Lions,
matchup
Eagles,
in the AFC West. Yeah, lot of really great matchups this week. I'm looking forward to Week 11.
I just didn't want to miss out on those.
Yeah,
but
we have a bunch of key games and then a bunch of
shares. Well, it's getting to that point in the season. It's getting to that point in the season. We're starting to see that.
Panthers Falcons is oddly an important game, but at the same time,
it'll mean something later down the
anybody
line.
wants to watch
but
that.
Nobody really wants to put eyeballs on it right now.
Yeah, I think you're right. Bears Vikings, Bears are in the playoff hunt. Vikings are fighting for their lives. They're on legit life support. NFC North matchups late in the season are always intriguing. So yeah, good Week 11 slate. So that's our ultimate trio. Peyton, hopefully you and I don't throw up bagels again this week.
Man, we need something, right?
We need something bad.
Golly.
So.
All right. Stink bomb?
Yeah, you can lead us off. You always lead us off.
All right, I'll lead us off. So right now, if you guys don't know, I'm a bum and I moved back in with my parents. But I'm having to take care of the dogs this week. And we have a puppy and 2 9-year-old dogs. A puppy, a 9-year-old dog, and then a 14-year-old gremlin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
3 dogs I'm taking care of. God bless my mother. But these dogs have done me in. So my oldest, my 9-year-old Great Dane, he has pneumonia right now. He's been fighting pneumonia for a while now. So he's got to take pills every day. Right? Once in the morning, once in the evening. So I've been going down there and grabbing these pills. And these are hog pills. These things are huge. And how do you get a dog to take a pill? Think about it. Go ahead and just take a second. How do you give a dog a pill? You can't just fucking throw it in their mouth and give them a bottle of water and have them swallow it down. No. You can't crush it up. Because then it's extended release medicine. That's the rules. It's extended release medicine. So you can't break it open because then the extended release gets screwed up. So what do you got to do? Think about it. You got to fucking shove it down the throat.
Oh, yeah.
You got to legit shove it down. So all week this week, I've been having to pry my poor Great Dane's mouth open and stick my fist down his throat.
Thank God he's not an aggressive dog.
Yeah.
He's a calm.
I'm legit having to drop it in there, and then I'm having to massage his throat. It's brutal. And I feel so bad for him. One morning I got up and I had to get to work. So I gave him the medicine, and I told my sister, I was like, yo, you got to feed the dogs when I leave. Turns out you can't give dogs medicine on an empty stomach.
No.
Puke all over the back porch. Yeah, puked all over the back porch. And this puppy, we got a gate outside, and this puppy's sneaking through the little bars and going for a haul ass. And if you don't know, puppies don't fucking like you. So here I am, 6 o'clock in the morning in my work boots, running down the street because I'm chasing a puppy, and I got a dog upstairs on the porch puking.
No,
that was my morning yesterday.
It's not that they don't like you. They just love to make you miserable.
Oh, my God.
Right?
And not to mention, it went from 75 degrees on Sunday to 30 degrees.
Oh, it's chilly willy here now.
The weather went to shit.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It's been, Mom, thank you, because you do a damn good job taking care of these dogs. Because these dogs I've had it up to here with these dogs. They're kicking my ass. Bandit's fine. He's just an old shit who just takes naps and eats food.
He's a grumpy, nasty dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he don't have any teeth left, so I got to feed him, canned food. And all the other dogs want it because I guess it tastes better. And they're all up in my grill. So, yeah. My stink bomb this week has been having to take care of the dogs because they've been nothing but a pain in my ass. So, it's my stink bomb.
My stink bomb is that... Oh, Peyton, you got anything before I go?
No, go ahead. I got something for after.
Oh, boy. All right, so I'm in the process of moving right now. And it's just... I've been living in an empty house while I make the transition, and I've been closing on my house. I got a fire alarm problem. So you know when the fire alarm is low on battery and it ticks, right? It gives you the little beep. But the problem is I'm living in an empty house, so everything echoes. It's impossible to tell which... We lived in... There is probably 9 fire alarms in the house. And I don't know which alarm is going off where... But they love to go off in the middle of the night. It's 4 a.m., 5 a.m., and that thing's just beeping away. Boom, boom. So that's it. Getting woken up in the middle of the night by fire alarms, and then I go to change it. Turns out the batteries I bought for the one downstairs are different than the batteries in the one upstairs. I don't even know how that's possible, But I got to make a battery run there.
How is batteries not standard?
I don't know. And the batteries are expensive. It's dumb as shit. But on top of that note, too, moving just sucks. So my fiance's out of town. So we closed on the house this past weekend. She goes out of town, right? She's on a work trip this whole week. So I'm like, well, what do I do? You're just a lost puppy. When the girlfriend, fiance's out of town, you don't want to do shit because I don't want to move in my shit into the house and start unpacking because you know what's going to happen?
It's in the wrong spot.
It's in the wrong spot. You ain't doing shit right. If you're the male moving shit into the house on your own, you might as well not do a goddamn thing. Just go ahead and just leave your shit. Just leave it. Leave it in the box. Leave it packed up. Don't even touch the box. That's the best advice I can give. Listen, this is not a bash on anybody. But I know damn well that if I were to unpack, it's going to be in the wrong spot.
Yeah, you just got to move it twice.
You got to move it twice. Why am I going to move it twice? If I'm going to move it twice, I'm going to leave it there. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go play golf.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to rip my tea time.
Why not?
That's what I'm going to do.
It's more productive.
Yeah, it's way more productive.
It's better for your mental health.
Boy time, Getting time with the boys.
Can I give a little side anecdote to this? Because this is great. So I moved into my own apartment in Myrtle Beach. And I was moving, unpacking shit. And my own mother walked into my apartment. And it was no-go.
That's a no-go?
No-go. Legit, every cabinet, the cup should be here because the dishwasher's here. The glasses should be, or the all your valuable stuff should be in this drawer because it's furthest away from the door in case somebody breaks in.
To all of our male listeners, you don't do shit right. That's
shit right. Doesn't matter.
You don't do anything right.
I had a vase on the wrong side. Well, that could get knocked over if somebody comes this way. I
put my hats in the closet and I put my shoes in there. I'm waiting for it.
Oh,
I already know.
Oh, yeah. The shoes should be on that side.
Those things are in the wrong place. Listen, this is not a bash. I promise you it's not a bash. It's just true. It's true.
We as men just don't understand.
We don't know what to do. Well, like I said, we're lost puppy. We're our puppy at 6 a.m. just running. We're going. We don't know where we're going. We don't know what we're doing. Our legs are just moving. We're just unpacking boxes. We're throwing shit wherever it needs to go. I'm like,
and then when we get told to sit, we sit. When we get told to eat, we eat.
Listen, next weekend's going to be a full-blown move-in, and I'm going to be unpacking like a mule. And it's just going to be, this is going here, this is going here. And you know what? I'm all ears. Wherever it needs to go, it needs to go. I just want to do it. Get it done.
So funny story, Johnny tells me that he's got to move this weekend. So you know what I told him? I'm going all day fishing Saturday. I'm running a 5K in the morning.
Oh, yeah, you're a son of a bitch. I've helped you move twice, and you want to go ahead and just do the things. I mean, I'm not a fisher. But he goes, you want to golf Sunday? And in my head, I'm like, God damn, I want to fucking golf Sunday so bad. But if I go to my fiance and say, hey, you good if I rip tea time Sunday right in the middle of the day, right when we're moving? That's just, I would feel shitty doing that. That would be a shit.
You know where I'll be? Hole 1.
Yeah, and I'll be up the steps. Don't ask me to help you move. When it comes time for you to move out, you're done.
To be fair, back this up. I had no idea.
To be fair, you knew I was moving.
No, I did not. I had no idea you were moving in this weekend. No idea. All you told me was that you're helping me move.
I told you well in advance.
You didn't give me a date. You know damn well you didn't give me a date.
I don't need your help. It's fine.
I made plans before you set your date.
I don't need your help. It's fine. It's fine.
I'll help you move next week.
I ain't worried about it. I'm not worried.
It doesn't matter because if I move in shit and I set it down, no, don't go there.
No, I just heavy lift. Listen, it's fine. It's fine. Moving sucks. Peyton, what you got for us?
Well, I got something maybe that can go into our outro to finalize the pod today. But Anthony, your career as a softball coach is over, and we are champs.
We are.
Oh, yeah. How about that?
We did. Peyton and I. So Peyton and I. So I started a softball team about 2 years ago in Raleigh. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I've moved on from that city. I don't live there anymore. Neither does Peyton. Neither of us live there.
As did I. Yep.
Yeah. So we both moved away, but we've been playing somewhat in some games this season. I was there. I was in Raleigh until I moved out, which was a couple weeks ago. So I've been playing on the team all season. We had a couple rainouts, so then it was the championship game. And we've been grinding for 4 years. We were up 18-1 2 years ago in the championship game and blew it. Lost the game. Up 18-1. You don't lose that game. Bro. So this year I was like, it's my last year coaching. It's my last year being in control of this team. I want to fucking win this thing. Put together a loaded roster, bunch of great ball players. Shit ton. We steamrolled. Went 9-1 in the regular season, got to the championship, and we freaking run rolled. And the way we run rolled, was on Peyton. We get up to the plate. We needed 3.
This is my only at bat.
Peyton's only at bat of the game. He gets subbed in because, he's not on the team for the full season, so he doesn't play. But we're like, you know what? We're up big. Peyton's a great hitter. We'll put him in. Dude hits it fucking.
And we've lost these games before.
We've lost these games
before. So we're on ice.
We're on ice.
So
Peyton hits a ball. Dude, he hit it off the bat. When you're playing MLB The Show and then you get the animation? He got the animation. That thing, it's a 300-foot fence. He cleared the fence by 80 feet.
Long gone.
There's a road about 60 feet behind the fence. It hit the road and went over.
Oh, good shit.
Moonshot.
Good
to
shit.
walk it off, to win it
I
off.
can't even lie to you. I have never seen a softball hit that far.
It was unbelievable.
And I hit it and I was like, what the heck? Like, I remember hitting it and just being like, holy. Like, to end the championship on a home run like that.
Fuck yeah.
And I could tell you, apparently, and one of our buddies who also was subbing in, who was on the original teams, he apparently heard me. Apparently I yelled game when I hit it. I don't remember this, but he said he read my lips. I just yelled game, and then I proceeded to bat flip above the dugout. I don't remember that either.
Oh yeah, you threw that thing.
So you basically just big dicked everybody.
Oh, yeah.
This is what I'm hearing. You big dicked
Peyton was walking up to the plate, and I looked at Peyton and I said, Peyton, do what you do best. Hit it long and far.
Yeah.
And Peyton looks at me and
remember
goes,
you saying
got
that.
you.
Gotcha.
And then he proceeded to black out.
Yeah, I knew it was
Good.
I won't lie. I knew it was over before I even got up. I was on deck and I was joking around. I got one of our buddies to give me some magic on the bat, and he knows who he is. And I was like, "Oh, dude, it's over." Like, I don't know why. I had this like fun feeling about it. And this is obviously my last at bat. I'm not subbing in for softball anymore. I live pretty darn far away to be subbing in to begin with. And yeah, it was one of those like I remember he threw the pitch a little inside. I hit it, and I was like, holy Lord.
See
that is a good one to end on. That bat is officially done. Put it in the closet. It's
Retired.
I'm all done. I got the ball though, so I do have the ball on the shelf. And Ant, you got us some rings, bro.
Yes, sir.
Well, congrats,
We got
fellas.
rings.
Thank
bro.
you.
Congrats.
It's nice to be old man softball champions. I love it.
There you go.
It's a great accomplishment.
Yep. Good
Especially
shit.
to finish on the last season where everyone was kind of, the original core guys from at least the childhood guys were all done at the same time. So it's like perfect.
Yeah, it's great.
Perfect finale. Can't make that up.
Nope, not at all. All right. You got anything that shitty happened to you this week? Because that was great. I think we should have ended on
man.
that. All right, we'll end on that. We'll end on that.
We end on the high, bro.
We'll end on the high.
We got to end on that.
We'll end on
that
the
high.
We'll end on the high.
Cool. Well,
Pretty sweet.
I hope everyone has a great rest of their week. Hope they enjoyed this episode of the Tag Team Podcast, and stay tuned for next week.
Yeah, be sure to follow us on Instagram. Be sure to follow us on TikTok. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and like the video because Peyton puts a lot of work into getting these done. So.
He does. Yep. Everyone show him some love for sure.
All right. We will see you guys next week. Peace.